What a night. We've got the return of Bray Wyatt, we've got a bunch of overrated matches, we've got a new champion who isn't so new because she's already held the belt multiple times. What we've got tonight, guys, is a really overrated show in general. A lot of people already have been calling this one of the best pay-per-views in years. I don't think we watched the same pay-per-view. I was actually disappointed. I expected more from this pay-per-view, and it just, for me, it just didn't deliver. Especially, there was a few things that I thought was pretty abysmal, and we'll get into them as we do the review. But keep in mind that it's about 4:30 in the UK. I've already passed out during the main event, so I can't actually give a full, detailed review in the main event. It's not my fault the main event was boring. And by the way, how fat is fucking Daniel Cormier? Or Cormier, whatever he's called. I cannot believe how big this guy is. This guy, if the Big Show's billed at £500, then Daniel Cormier should be billed at like £750. He is a fat bastard. It wasn't that long ago he was actually competing in the ring. So I don't know what happened to him. Retirement, he must just be eating 24/7 on because he's big. He is fucking big. If this guy got in the ring, they would need to reinforce the damn thing. No one's thrown him over the top rope in a Royal Rumble, I tell you that. But anyway, we kick off with the 6-man Donny Brooke tag team match. It is the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium, a feud that I haven't really been interested in. Look, people can like Gunther, that's fine. People can like Imperium, that's fine. But for me, they're just three boring guys who like to wrestle, who like to have hard-hitting matches. And at the end of the day, some people like that. I personally don't. I think that spells out Ring of Honor to me. If you want to have a hard-hitting match, then go to Ring of Honor and work stiff, or go to Japan and work stiff. But three guys working stiff with very little character, very little personality, that does nothing for me on the main roster. Also, not a fan of Pete Dunne or the other guy, Ridge Holland. I don't mind Sheamus. I think Sheamus is alright, but when you only like one out of the 6 people in the match, it's hard to get infested. Sheamus' team won, but who cares? Sheamus has already lost twice when it matters, and that's when the IC title has been on the line. So I'm not going to sit here and get excited about a Sheamus win or mark out. It was an okay opener. It was a little fun opener, but that's all it was. I don't even know if this match should have been on the pay-per-view, to be honest. I think of all the people that missed the pay-per-view. Alright, Roman Reigns, I get it. They don't want him on it. But surely you could have made room for, I don't know, United States Champion Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman. Surely there was room for one of those guys rather than this 6-man tag match. But here, it is what it is, and the Brawling Brutes get the win. Now we move on to the first title match of the night. Only 2 matches were title matches tonight, and they were both women's titles. I think that's embarrassing. Has there ever been a WWE pay-per-view before when no men's titles were on the line? That's insane. IC Championship not on the line, US Championship not on the line, World titles not on the line, Tag titles not on the line. The Tag champs, the US champ, and both World champs, which Roman Reigns holds, were not even on the show. The only men's champion that was on the show was Gunther, and he was in the opening match in a fucking stupid 6-man tag match. This is pathetic. I've never seen this before in WWE, where the champions, it's one thing the champions that not defending the belts, but for the champions not to even be a part of the show, that makes zero sense to me. So we have Liv Morgan Extreme Rules match versus Ronda Rousey. The match itself I thought was okay. I don't think the right person won here. I do not like Liv Morgan. I don't think she's a good champion, but I just don't see why you put the belt back on Ronda Rousey. Been there, done that, boring. Why is the belt going on Ronda Rousey? Just so Charlotte can come back and win the belt again? Are they just going to play hot potato with the title for the next fucking 10 years on SmackDown? Charlotte to Ronda, Ronda to Charlotte, Charlotte to Ronda. The only way to create new stars is to give people a fucking chance. And while I don't think the SmackDown female roster is any good, there are some people that I would like to see at least get an opportunity at competing for the belt. What about Sonya Deville? Why not give Sonya Deville an opportunity? I would have had Liv Morgan retain and then lose the belt probably to Sonya Deville. I think that would have been a more interesting route, but they haven't done that. They've had Liv Morgan lose to Ronda Rousey, and we'll probably get a rematch. It'll probably be Ronda versus Morgan, and then who knows, Ronda might go on. We could get Ronda versus Shayna Baszler, which would be cool, but then after that, there's pretty much no one. And it'll probably go back down to Ronda versus Charlotte whenever she comes back. So, I mean, the match was okay. Ronda makes Liv Morgan pass out when she puts her in a submission. It was like kind of weird. She kind of jammed Liv Morgan's head between a piece of table and her ass, and then Liv Morgan like passed out. I wouldn't mind passing out if I had Liv Morgan's ass jammed in my face, but that's a totally different video. Ronda Rousey gets the win, and we have a title change in match 2. Then we go on to Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre. You talk about boring. I think Karrion Kross fits that bill perfectly, right? The guy's got a cool entrance. The guy has got a smoking hot girlfriend, but apart from that, what does the guy have? Nothing. In the ring, he's bland. He's not a good wrestler. His look is pretty bland, right? When he, like I said, his entrance looks cool, but once he takes his entrance gear off, once he's in the ring wrestling, he just looks generic. He looks kind of flabby too. He's not particularly big, he's just like an average sort of fucking guy. There's nothing that stands out about Karrion Kross, in my opinion, and he is a fucking Janetti. He is Janetti. Scarlett Bordeaux's HBK, and he is Janetti. At the end of the match, Scarlett Bordeaux sprays something in Drew McIntyre's face. I've already made a joke that I would like to spray something in Scarlett's face, but again, that's for a different video. That's not a PG-rated video, man. But it's so dumb. So Drew McIntyre just stands there and let Scarlett Bordeaux get in the way and stop him from attacking Karrion Kross. Like, when's enough is enough? When are the men going to actually man up and just fucking... If the women are going to get involved, I get it, right? They don't want to lay their hands on the woman, they want to be the bigger man, so to speak. They don't want to hit a woman. But if a woman is going to constantly get in your way, constantly cost you matches and get you beat up and get you beat down, then sooner or later you're going to snap. And that's what the likes of Rhea Ripley do every week. Scarlett Bordeaux do every week. Again tonight, Scarlett Bordeaux has cost Drew McIntyre. A couple weeks ago she hit him with a low blow. She's distracted him on numerous occasions. When is Drew going to say enough is enough and just claymore her head into the front row? That's what I want to know. Realistically, that's what would happen. That's what would have happened back in the good eras of wrestling. So I don't see why it's not happening tonight. But yeah, she blinds Drew. Karrion Kross hits his clothesline and wins. Even Karrion Kross's finisher's fucking shit, man. I just don't like the guy. I really don't. But Karrion Kross picks up the win. Then we had a backstage thing with the Miz. He was like mocking the mascot or something. Some mascot from a Philadelphia baseball team or something. I don't know. Don't really care. Then we moved on to, what did we have after that? We had, Bianca Belair versus Bayley ladder match. Overrated ladder match. Damage Control came out to try and prevent Belair winning. She hit a sloppy kiss of death on both of them. It was like a double KOD, and Cole's marking out about her strength, but it just looked so phony. She didn't have enough strength to lift them both, and then they just kind of fell off her, and they're trying to portray this as like a double move, when in reality it was nothing. Whereas you want to look at a legit strong person, look at Cena. He did the AA on Big Show and Edge at the same fucking time, so that's what true strength looks like, not Bianca Belair. And then at the finish, Bianca Belair kiss of death to Bayley when she had the ladder. Bayley landed face first on the ladder, bust open her mouth. I mean, the finish was cool, but I mean, Bianca Belair shouldn't have won. Bianca Belair should have lost. I don't even like Bayley. I can't stand Damage Control. They're taking over Raw, not in a good way. But Bianca Belair's time was up tonight. She should have lost the belts. She didn't. And, it sucks. So I think the title changes were wrong tonight. I think Liv Morgan should have retained, and I think that Bianca Belair should have lost. We then move on to Edge. Edge versus Balor. this match wasn't bad, but it's overrated. I mean, we're halfway through the match. Finn Balor's just doing normal wrestling moves on Edge, and Cole's screaming for Edge to quit. He's like, "Quit, Edge, quit!" No one will think any less of you. And then Corey Graves says that he wouldn't blame the referee if he stopped the match. I mean, nothing was happening. Finn Balor was legit doing normal moves. Look at the fucking Rock Mick Foley match. Jesus Christ, Mick Foley was getting his head bashed in, and that match continued. Yet for some reason they wanted this match to finish, and nothing extreme was really happening. Then we get the Bloodline come out. Rhea Ripley comes out, gets involved. It's more this female shit where the female just stands in front of the man can't do anything. The female can hit the man, the female can cost the man the match. The female can do whatever she wants to the man, and the man just has to kind of stand there and take it. Again, it's really stupid. Then Beth Phoenix tries to make the save. Edge gets handcuffed. She comes out, tries to save him, but gets attacked from behind. They grab Edge. They hit a bunch of coup de grace. Edge does not quit, and then Rhea Ripley goes to hit Beth with a concerto. She says she's going to smash her head in with the chair unless Edge quits. Edge isn't going to quit, but Rhea Ripley's about to do it, and then Edge quits, but Rhea Ripley does it anyway, and she hits the concerto on Beth Phoenix. Edge then goes to check on his wife while the Judgment Day leave, and then Edge is like screaming for medics and stuff like this. So yeah, Rhea Ripley just tried to kill Edge's wife, and they'll probably next week on Raw we'll see Edge, and he'll just be standing next to Rhea Ripley. I mean, if this was real and someone tried to, like, if someone did this to your wife, if someone bashed your wife in the head with a steel chair, you wouldn't care if that person was a man or a woman or a fucking child or an animal. You would not care what that person. You would want revenge, right? If some woman murdered like someone, a member of your family that you loved, you wouldn't not want revenge because she's a woman, right? That doesn't. Anyone who says that is a fucking gimp. If someone came into your house and, like, you know, battered your wife, then you would physically fucking hurt them, and then it doesn't matter what gender they are. That's just a fact. That's realism. What WWE do is not realism. When they have, like, the woman just cost the man the match and he just stands there and lets it happen. That's like cuckold behaviour from the men. So I don't know, maybe WWE's into that shit. I get it, 2022, toxic masculinity, even. Men aren't allowed to be men, but I'm telling you right now, if it was me, she would be laid out, man or woman. And to be honest, Rhea Ripley looks more like a man anyway, so yeah, why not just spear the hell out of her? I don't get it, but Finn Balor wins. Then we move into the fight pit match, Rollins versus Riddle. Daniel Cormier, special referee. Daniel Cormier is so fucking fat, man. This guy is fat as fuck. This guy looks like the Twin Towers combined. I cannot believe how big he is. But yeah, the match itself was essentially just a steel cage match without ropes, but there was like a platform on top of the steel cage. I mean, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting the same kind of structure that Owen Hart faced Dave Blackman in, but we didn't get, or was it Ken Shamrock? Can't even remember. I think it was Ken Shamrock. Like, it was like an octagon kind of pit, a circular pit with like a steel cage around it. I was expecting that. We didn't get that. I mean, the match was okay, but I fell asleep during it, so it couldn't have been that good. Then Rollins hits like a floating bro off the top rope. Then he locks in a submission. Rollins taps, and then Daniel Cormier obviously finishes the match. So Riddle wins. Riddle's celebrating, but before it goes off the air, the lights go out. All the phone lights go up. We've got the whole world in his hands. Bray Wyatt's back. We see the Firefly Funhouse. We see all the characters laying there dead, even though they're objects. I guess they were dead to begin with, but I think the point is here that the Firefly Funhouse is over. The Fiend is over. Then we see a door light up. Some masked man with a lantern comes out from the door. He takes his mask off. It's Bray Wyatt. He says, "I'm here," and then he blows the lantern out, and that's how Extreme Rules goes off the air, guys. So I mean, it was an okay show. I'm not going to sit here and say it completely sucked, but I didn't think it was that good, if I'm being honest. So I thought a lot of the matches were overrated. I mean, Bray Wyatt's return was cool, but for me, it wasn't a great show. Definitely not. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Let me know what you think down below. Yeah, for me, it's kind of 5 out of 10. Just was okay, but I thought it was a bit. I expected more. I expected more from it. So, yeah, I mean, okay, solid show. Nothing great, nothing bad. Just in the middle, in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Let me know your comments down below. It's almost 5 o'clock now. I'm going to go and get some sleep. I'll catch you later. Any news tomorrow, then you'll see it on this channel. But yeah, till next time, leave a like, subscribe. Catch you later. Peace.